But that's about it. I could ramble on. I'll take a few comments, questions, concerns. Ian says oligarchs are under the Russian security apparatus. Yeah, there's a lot of Russian oligarchs, for sure. OG Johnson, no dapple, hashtag no dapple, couldn't agree more. I did a video last week on Standing Rock water protectors still getting screwed in the legal system. Randy the Wild Horse, I shared on Twitter. Thank you, Randy. OG says, I loved your Dapple and Flint coverage and loved Indiana coverage as well at Jordan. Thank you. I appreciate it. There's a lot more coming down the pike. Edith Warden says, so true, Mike Ballsy. Remember the DCCC told Dems only to offer thoughts and prayers, and Hill stood up there and said single payer was a pipe dream. You know what, Edith? I remember Hillary saying that because I was in that gymnasium and I was sick to my stomach. That's called the soft bigotry of low expectations. Yeah, Hillary Clinton. I will admit this, and I tweeted this, because I got to keep it real, whether you like it or not. I'm never going to just tell you what you want to hear. I did underestimate how bad Trump would be on the environment. She would have been better. That's not to say she's great, because she pushed fracking all over the world. But they're shooting yourself in the head and like scraping your arm. And I think he is shooting us in the head and our environment. And that needs to be fought against. So that, you got to acknowledge where you might have underestimated something. He is a lot worse on the environment than I thought. Gabriel Accardi, New York election fraud. Where you been, Gabriel? Chapter 4 of Corporate Con Job was released last week. It's all about the New York primary purge and other election fraud. Go subscribe to download. And let's see. QuadPod, thoughts on California Dems and Feinstein non-endorsement. I think that's a smart play by the California Dems, which are very, very establishment. But make no mistake, California Dems don't do anything without Nancy Pelosi's blessing. So Nancy Pelosi, I think, is trying to throw a bone to progressives because Nancy Pelosi is thinking to herself, well, her dream, that's why she stayed in office at, I think she's in her 70s, I believe. The Bernie wing, feverishly. So that's why California Dems are not endorsing Diane. He chooses or not is a different story. What else? He is a cancer for real on the environment. Fucking shame. Couldn't agree more. Let's see. Every Republican was going to be horrible on the environment and was going to fight to give massive tax cuts to the rich. That's a given. That's true. But he is a lot worse. Trump has been a lot worse than even Bush on the environment. And David, hey, I'm a college student in Corpus Christi. I'm a volunteer for progressive candidates, but I want to be a journalist and activist as well. How do I begin? That is a bad, I'm so tired. That is a great question. David, here's what I say. People will tell you to network. People will tell you to go to journalism school. People will tell you a lot of different things. I don't think there's a one-size-fits-all for what you should do. But really, to me, you really have to, number one, step outside of your comfort zone. Most people don't know my story, but 5 years ago, I took a $25,000 pay cut. I was getting paid decent as, more than decent, as a producer. I was doing digital production. And I switched full-time to writing. And if you know writing, you're not going to make a lot of money just as a writer. But I did that because I wanted to pursue my passion and I wanted to finally get my voice out there. And that writing is what ultimately led to, at the time, meeting Cenk and getting the Young Turks job. Obviously, I have different feelings now based on what happened with the Young Turks, but I would have never met Cenk or got this job if I didn't make that decision to change my career course and become a writer full-time. Secondly, you need to start doing, I don't know what you want to do. If you want to write, you need to start writing, even if it's your own blog, and just getting it out there. I would recommend writing and doing video because we are in a video, we're in a video time. There's very few outlets that aren't pushing video. So even if it's Facebook Live, if it's YouTube Live, if it's Periscope, if it's whatever shit they come up with by tomorrow, don't worry at first about the viewership, right? I just launched this channel last week. At first, I think I was getting like 40 viewers, 50 viewers. Now we have 186. Granted, I have a built-in audience. People know me, and I'm lucky. But at first, like on TYT Politics, nobody knew who I was. That channel, and frankly, they weren't promoting it much. So that channel was from zero. Sometimes it could be your mother, your grandmother, and the mailman watching. As long as you start cultivating your voice, I also suggest finding a niche that isn't being covered. So whether you're passionate about water contamination, police brutality, income inequality, minimum wage, whatever it is, become an expert or an authority on one or two specific things and get content out there that nobody's getting. That's how you get ahead. And it's not overnight, but you know what? You might start doing video. After a couple months, your audience starts going up, or one video you do randomly gets shared by like Lee Camp or Sean King or somebody, and all of a sudden, your channel starts exploding. So I would encourage you to start writing, start doing video. There's realities in life. You obviously need to make a living, so even if you have to have a more corporate job, so be it. Do it on your free time. I had corporate jobs while I was doing freelance writing. So, and maybe I'll do a special Patreon video or seminar, I sound like a professor, chat for people who want to get into journalism and tell you my experience and my advice. Maybe I'll do that. Last question, getting in Donna Brazil's face, I did. Glad you're on the mend, Jordan. Did the numbness in your Achilles go away? Actually, I went to the doctor this morning. It wasn't that my Achilles was numb. My Achilles reflex was non-existent. Because of the disc fragment that broke off and was lodged in my spinal cavity, it basically was blocking my sciatic nerve from functioning, making my Achilles reflex, like when a doctor like taps on your knee and it bounces, like my knee was bouncing, but when he tapped towards my ankle, your Achilles is near your ankle, no response. I still have numbness in my foot. The doctor tells me that that's not unnormal after this surgery, especially for the size of my fragment, which was like, go to my Facebook. Pretty big fragment. He said that first the pain goes away and eventually the numbness should go away. He was honest. He said you might have a little numbness period, like long term, but it should go away based on my age. So thank you for asking. I will also tell you, if you don't like my Facebook page, I don't like you. No, go like my Facebook page. Obviously, Facebook is suppressing independent media. The algorithm change is really, really hurting independent media. So I'm not going to be doing as many things there, but I will be doing video, posting things from time to time. Facebook.com/jordanchariton. I leave you with this as we hit 180. If you want to be part of the media revolution, start coming up with ideas now. Jen Dyes, who is my business partner. She is a vibrant young woman. She tells me off when I need to be told off. She has told me about my beard. She has also told me when I'm over the top. So she will rein me in. She'll post my Proton email. So if you have questions about journalism, if you have ideas, this and that, I'm not going to be as available as I was when I was with the Young Turks because I can't. I need to separate a little bit, but I will try to respond to that email as much as humanly possible. Right now, I got some time on my hands, so I'll try to respond to those emails. Don't ask me, what my favorite color is, brown. But if you have questions, comments, concerns, feel free to email me. Also, if you're interested in potentially investing with the company, I'd be happy to talk to you. Obviously, I'm not looking for $20 investments, but if you're looking to invest, I truly believe, based on my record, based on the data, this will become not only a media revolution, this will become a very, very successful company down the road. And to leave you in suspense, I did come up with a name for the company. It has been approved. Let's just say a hint. Overthrow. Peace.